All right, good afternoon, AP seminar at Winthrop College Prep Academy. My name is Mr. Combrinck, and I'm going to be your teacher from afar this year. So we're going to go on a journey together, a little bit of a unique way of doing this, but I think one that in which we'll all be successful, you as well as me, teaching you and guiding you as the most effective way that I can. But just want to make sure you guys know who I am before we dive in. So I'm going to give a little introduction about myself, talk a little bit about the course and how we're going to lay everything out. But I want to start by saying that this is us traveling in the unknown together. So feel free throughout the process to be as communicative as possible. As in, if you feel like something isn't working or successful, reach out and let me know so we can make adaptations and change. Because again, my goal is that you are successful in this course and you are getting everything you need to succeed at passing AP seminar, obviously, but also learning the skills and techniques that we need to learn throughout the year. So the number one rule of everything we do is communicate, communicate, communicate. You will have my email, you will have me on Schoology, so you can constantly reach out and I will do everything in my power to make sure that we are successful this year. So let's start though first by you getting to know me. Since I'm not physically in the room, it's a little bit more difficult, but I always start out my courses by introducing myself to my students. And so now you are my students as well. And so you get that same introduction. So here we go. Presentation mode. So like I said, my name, and of course it's going to load a little slowly. But once it does, my first thing you'll see is my name again. It's Mr. Combrinck, Combrinck. I spell it because oftentimes when students are trying to email me or put my name into different things that require that, they leave out the N or the C at the second C in Combrinck. So please make sure you add both of them, but you'll have my email to access as well. So you won't have to worry about spelling that. But just a little note, it's Combrinck with two C's and an N. All right, so I do teach at Donso for Aventura High School down south in South Florida, Aventura, Florida here. I've been teaching for 7 years in education, so it's not my first year into education. It is my seventh, and it is something I definitely love to do. Before I was in education, I worked as a camp director for the YMCA here in South Florida. So I have been working with teens for a very long time. And it is something that I definitely do love, is building leadership skills of our next generation. And so now you are part of my team of leaders that will go into the world and make the world a better place, or continue to make it a better place. What I physically do at school is I am an ACE General Paper teacher, so I do teach ACE Cambridge General Paper. But I also teach AP Seminar and then AP Research, which is the course you will take after AP Seminar. Among that, I also do a lot of extracurricular after-school activities. So I am the SGA Advisor, Student Government Association, for those that don't know what SGA stands for. I'm also for the city of Aventura. I mentioned this because my students are from Aventura, so it's worth mentioning, but it's worth mentioning for you as well. I do work with the city of Aventura as the Youth Advisory Board Project Coordinator. So I help build leadership skills in teens in the community, not just at our school. And then I do a lot of other things for our school and the company, CSUSA, for which we all are with. So you'll see me, you'll hear about me doing different things. I am busy, yes, but I always have time for my students. So you guys are priority number one. So make sure you are being communicative throughout everything, and I'll gladly drop what I need to make it happen. So more about me, because again, it's important to know who is teaching you and guiding you. So here's a couple of about me's. I did graduate from Florida Atlantic University. I go Owls for anyone who is an owl or has family members an owl. You're not an owl yet. I am actually currently enrolled to receive my master's from Miami Regional University in leadership education. Educational leadership, rather. I have some adorable nieces. So that's a little picture of my nieces there. I am an avid yogi and a runner. I do like to stay active and fit. I'm big on spiritedness. So when our school does dress down days and school spiritedness, I am one to dress down. So you can see me in our golf attire there. on our country club versus country day. I'm also involved in local theater, so I do performances at our local theater here, as well as sometimes joining the Nutcracker at a dance studio that my aunt runs. So that is a little bit about me. I did an overview of what I did over the summer with my students as well, and you can see I took a little trip out west, got to see some really great sights. Hope you enjoyed your summer as well. I know you've probably been in school for a number of weeks now, and so thinking about summer is probably a bit far off, but that is what I did before we came back for the school year. So just a little bit about me. Now I'm going to show you where you can learn more about myself, but also communicate. So give me 1 second so I can minimize this window. But this is my Schoology bio. So when you are in my course, you'll be able to click on this. In Schoology, you'll see a side where there's members. But this has all the information about me that you might need for whatever you might need it for. So there's a picture of myself because, again, you won't see me every day, so you can know what I look like. I don't know why you need that, but it's just something there for you. A little bit of information about me here on the bio. You're actually going to do something related to this as an assignment here in a moment. But the most important part, and the reason I wanted to show you this page, is right down here is my email address. And that is the thing that I check the most. So Schoology messages I will check, but they don't always necessarily come to me in a timely manner, as in I don't always see them because they pop up in a little small icon and I miss them regularly. Emails, however, I see on the daily, and even days when I'm not in school. So my email is right there. It's Combrinck-Graham at evanshirocharterhs.org. Feel free to always reach out and communicate. But that is what I want to show you here. And the last thing I'll show you is our course. It's not fully laid out yet, but it's got some things in there so you can see how we're going to navigate through it. But the first thing is on the home page, when you log in, you'll see AP Seminar WCPA. And then this icon here will be our Zoom link. Right now, we're going to Zoom at the beginning of the period. I'll confirm the times. I think I got the times correct, but they might be off by a couple minutes based on your all schedule. So I'll fix them based on your schedule. But you'll be able to Zoom in with me for the first few minutes of the class period. I'll give you the overview of what you'll be doing that day. And then you'll work on the assignments and things that I embed here in Schoology. As we go on and start working on our performance tasks and things, I think I will flip it so that we will meet at the end of the period, but we'll think that through together, and I'm open to your suggestions as well. Because again, we're doing this together. So I'll upload our assignments in daily folders. That way you know exactly what to do that day to help you all stay organized. And then at the end of the day or week, I'll move the folders around into where they go for material. So I'll show you what that looks like in one of the courses I'm running at my school now, just so you can see what I'm talking about. But I will eventually put them in their categorized units. So question, explore, all things related to that will go in that folder after we've done them in the daily folder. So we'll start by going daily so you know what to do, and then they'll go in there so you can reference them as we go through, because again, everything we do throughout the year, you'll be using at the end of the year, starting in November, which you'll see in the introduction to AP Seminar. So that is the course here. To see my information again from this page, because you'll have access to this course, if you click on members, I believe it's the same for you, you will then get to click on my profile and you can get my email address from there as well. Anything else I think you'll need here? I don't think so. So again, I'm open to suggestions on organization. So if you think that the course would be better organized in a different manner, let me know, communicate with me, and I'll happily make adjustments for the betterment of the group so we can all be successful together. And I think that is it. So if after this you have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to give me an email. I showed you where my email is, so you can go back and find that, and I will reply as quickly as possible. Thanks for joining, and I'm very happy and excited to be on this journey with you together, and hope that we have the greatest success possible. See you in the classroom, virtually in the classroom, I suppose.